this 27th day of August. We'll wrap up the programming for this week on a bit of a soggy note out there. Shower chances into the evening, and I'll outline those shower and storm chances for the rest of your 7-day as well, where we're holding on to the 90s a little longer than what we had thought. Another one right at or above 90 tomorrow, and so close Sunday that it might as well be the same. But shower and storm chances pretty much each and every day throughout the entire 7-day. We're still going to see a bit of a dip, a significant dip in daytime highs before the 7-day is up. I'll give you the latest update. It has changed in the last 24 hours in just a few moments. It's Friday, so we're going to wrap up COVID this week, I wish. And we'll do so with local numbers, state numbers, take a look at some other numbers from around the area as well. A Johnson County man now out of the hospital and in jail for shooting a Johnson County Sheriff's deputy. And a host of other news and information, a calendar, maybe a birthday or two to pass along. You know, I love to do birthdays. And a whole lot more from what's left of the half hour. Actually, I'm going to pause for a quick commercial break, 30, maybe 60 seconds at the most. And then we'll pick it up with headlines right after. Couple of things I'm waiting on in regards to local headlines, so let me go ahead and real quickly go to that from the state level. A little good news, we'll just take a few seconds to look, but you know, another big round of winners today. 5 more young people, I think the youngest 12 years of age, winning a full ride, a scholarship to the college of their choice in Kentucky, and then another $1 million winner announced today. We'll wrap up today's state segment on that and try to end it on at least a positive note, because otherwise there's nothing positive about it at all. Yesterday the governor announced 5,401 cases, the second highest number ever during the pandemic. 33% of those were kids, and also setting records again as for the number of people hospitalized on ventilators and in ICUs, with a positivity rate yesterday across the Commonwealth of 13.24. While McGoffin County could be in for a record-setting day number of cases today, I'll get to that in just a few moments right now. State numbers before us show us, again, close to the 5,000 mark. 4,815 new cases to report in the Commonwealth today, and with that, sadly, another high number of lives lost, 18. While our positivity rate is right around 13.33%, the governor announcing during his press conference that we are just on the bubble of seeing 2.5 million Kentuckians vaccinated, 2,496,578. While the Shot at a Million contest wrapped up today, the last $1 million winner, the last 5 scholarship winners announced. A contest that the governor said encouraged some 420,000 or so Kentuckians to go get at least that first shot of hope.
First, we have 12-year-old Marissa Heron from Mount Washington. Marissa was not able to be here today, but she sent a video with her parents Tessa and Raymond. Next up is 16-year-old Lily Nielsen from Nicholasville. We have 13-year-old Jordan Ballard from Crestwood, 15-year-old Grider Birch from Lexington, who is here with his dad, Matthew. And finally, we have 17-year-old Jaden Watley from Louisville. The winner of the third and final $1 million Shot at a Million vaccine prize sweepstakes is Mary Mattingly from Louisville. Mary, her husband Charlie, and their granddaughter Lila are traveling safely through South Dakota. We were able to track them down yesterday after the drawing, and after they were able to pull to the side of the road, because it would have been dangerous to talk to them while they were still driving, we told them the big news.
Also in state COVID-related news, another day, another sea of red. Still seeing many counties like McGoffin well into the 100s as far as the incident rate is concerned. We'll talk about McGoffin County's numbers as well as Johnson and Floyd's and a few other interesting facts from around the area when we get to our local headlines in just a minute. Summer is definitely in full swing at the seasonal shop, where it is filled with new arrivals in home decor, women's clothing, Ridge and Holler, and more. They've given their home decor a fresh look, and they have new displays literally wall to wall, from farmhouse to traditional, equestrian, and more. And Oat Shore neoprene bags are the latest craze in women's accessories, and they've got dozens of colors and styles available right now and new ones coming in daily. And lily planters have arrived just in time for school or work. And don't leave the guys out. Ridge and Holler shirts, yes, that's a McGoffin County Cadillac cap, and hats are a huge seller at the seasonal shop. Designs so unique and so special for our area. Designs you can only get at the seasonal shop. They still have delivery, baby and wedding registry, curbside service, and more. Call the pros. All Pro Gutter Works specializes in seamless gutters, vinyl siding, metal roofing, replacement doors and windows, remodeling or adding on to your home with free and fair estimates backed by decades of happy and return customers with guaranteed satisfaction and 18 months 0% financing. All Pro Gutter Works. 349-9999. There is some help coming per the request of the governor. He's also issued several other requests, but the ones that have been granted today were that from the FEMA strike teams, which have hit the ground here in the Commonwealth to back up local ambulance services and perform transports for patients going from one hospital to another. It's 30 personnel and 15 ALS ambulance units, 1 paramedic and 1 EMS tech assigned to each ambulance. Each of the 3 strike teams are assigned to Kentucky to assist from now through the date of September the 25th, and that can be extended if the governor does request. And the teams are going to be deployed to Louisville, to Somerset, but also to Prestonsburg. There's a chance that we here in the viewing area may see some benefit and some assistance from these teams. Long COVID, real quickly. The longer we get into COVID, the more studies can be done, the more they can tell us about the lasting effects, and so far it's being called long COVID, which refers to a range of symptoms, everything from neurological to heart to respiratory, in patients 6 and 12 months after their diagnosis who are still reporting serious issues. A new study that came out today in The Lancet, I read a portion of it today, and they are trying to determine, as they are starting to identify some of these problems, which ones are the most serious. They followed about 1,200 people who have been hospitalized from COVID for about a year. Average age was just under 60, and they say that at 6 months after developing COVID, 68% had at least one lingering symptom, and a year after COVID, at least half of them did. Fatigue, muscle weakness, pain, shortness of breath, and the like. A third of patients reported having respiratory problems a year after their initial illness. That's a higher percentage than those who had the same problem 6 months after. Long COVID is a thing. Real quickly, Florida recorded 901 COVID deaths yesterday, the highest single-day increase since the pandemic began. The worst of the COVID surge is still in that portion of the country. More than 150,000 cases in just the last week, according to Johns Hopkins. Morgues are struggling to keep pace. In many places they are not. They're looking for alternative means such as coolers to keep the deceased. Hospitals are saying that about 95% of all ICU beds are full across the more than 262 hospitals in Florida. And over half, actually almost 56% of all those, of course, are being taken up by COVID patients. It was interesting to note that also in Florida, I'm not sure which part, about 75 doctors were said to have walked out off of the job in protest and in strike of the surge of unvaccinated COVID-19 patients. I'll be right back. Local news next. Nostalgic or historic or whatever you want to call that feeling you get when you walk in and sit down at the counter and get a scoop of ice cream or a hot dog with sauce while your hometown pharmacist gets your prescriptions ready. Whatever it is, it's still here at Fraser's Prater Drug. Only better, with everything from Jelly Bellies to fresh popcorn to hot and cold gourmet coffees, even hot fudge cakes and banana splits. Fraser's Prater Drug hasn't forgot how important the little things in life are, and they don't want you to either. Stop and see them. They're just a couple of doors down from another Salyersville gym, the Seasonal Shop. Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
McGoffin County is at least in the waning hours of its second highest single day of COVID cases ever. And this information comes from the health department at around 4:30. And my experience has been is that more than likely there will be a number of cases come in there after that point, and we could set a record today. Without any additional cases, here's where we stand. Top left on your screen, under new cases, a total of 36 for today. Our record set just about a week or so ago at 40 for one single day in McGoffin County. 36 and possibly counting for today. Of those 36, 31 were unvaccinated. Similar numbers to the trends that we have seen here in McGoffin and other counties and across the nation. 6 of those 36 cases, I'm glad to report, only because it's a much lower number. We were averaging close to 50% for days and days and days, but 6 of those were in children. That is a better trend there. That is some positive news to take out of that, if anything can, or any can. We have 11 people, going to the bottom right of your screen, currently hospitalized from McGoffin County, and we have 2 on the ventilator, or a ventilator. One of them that we know was an employee of the McGoffin County school system, as Superintendent of Schools Scott Helton told us earlier this week, which was in very critical condition. 11 hospitalized, 2 on the ventilator. It's also worth noting, most certainly, that out of those 11 McGoffin Countyans currently hospitalized, the youngest is 22 years of age. That's right, 22 years of age, currently hospitalized from a result of contracting the COVID and more than likely Delta variant thereof. Meanwhile, the Floyd County Health Department yesterday reported nearly 100 new cases. 91 new cases just reported yesterday in Floyd County. 18 of those under the age of 18, 29 currently hospitalized. 15 of the 91 were fully vaccinated. All the others were not. The Floyd County Health Department is saying that they had 70 or more cases that they have not been able to work on at the time of that report due to wrong phone numbers, no answers, and some time constraints. If you're positive, they say, please stay home. In Johnson County yesterday, 37 new cases to report, 38 still deceased, 237 active cases, 17 in the hospital. Out of the 37 new cases yesterday in Johnson County, all but 1 were unvaccinated. 16 of those cases were in kids. While today's incident rate map shows McGoffin County is still well over the 100 mark. We've been there for days and days and now going on weeks, 143.3. The current positivity rate, maybe as you saw just a few moments ago in the other graph, Breathitt at 131, Owsley 197, Clay still up at 259. Look how many counties are either at or above 100. While hospitals like ARH say that at last report, they had 146 COVID patients in all of their 13 facilities, and all but 10 were unvaccinated. So out of 146 patients, 136 were there because they hadn't had their vaccine. 36 were in the ICU in those hospitals, 26 on ventilators, all 36 in intensive care units in the ARH hospital chain, unvaccinated. 100% unvaccinated. And also here in McGoffin County, I confirmed through the health department just a few moments ago that due to COVID-19, at least one employee testing positive, I think the rest just being a quarantine situation. At least one, and I believe 2 Dollar General stores had to temporarily close today in Sagersville, McGoffin County. This one on Parkway Drive had a sign saying temporarily closed. The health department confirming that there was an employee there who had tested positive, and thus everyone else was having to quarantine. Also, I believe the Dollar General store on Bloomington, as a result of the same employee as well, had to temporarily close today for an unknown amount of time.
Just click on ConleyTire.net and you can shop for tires, find out more about services, brands, wheels, rims, their free coffee, free Wi-Fi, and free local shuttle service, and of course the latest and greatest current offers and specials like how right now you can get up to $150 back on a set of Goodyears. That's ConleyTire.net, or you can always stop by in Staffordsville or give them a call at 297-2424. Welcome to East Kentucky's premier vape and CBD shop, offering all natural tobacco alternatives and everything vape and smoke shop related. Everything you're looking for and everything you're not. Best quality, best prices, best service.
Come to Appalachian Smoke Shop for all your tobacco alternatives and accessories, as well as products like CBD, kratom, and legal THC that people are telling us they're using to treat pain, anxiety, depression, difficulty sleeping, and lack of energy, as well as just for overall wellness. Make it your one stop, Appalachian Smoke Shop.
There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sagersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker, also Griffey approved.
Next, the birthday wish begins tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau sponsored community calendar.
This birthday wish goes out with lots of love from Tanya and from Terry, and lots of love from Trenton, and lots of love from family and friends. And it's, as you figured out, Sue Holliday's birthday. Happy birthday to you, Sue. Happy birthday, everybody. Join me in saying once again, happy birthday, Sue Holiday. Happy birthday to you. A reminder from the Sagersville Water Works that a boil water advisory was issued yesterday, still in effect for a number of residents on Sugar Camp in Dixie. Essentially, from the residents of Joshua Puckett to the head of Sugar Camp, you need to boil your cooking or drinking water for at least 3 minutes until further notice. Don't forget Appalachian Community Health Days being brought to you at the Lakefront Church of God. This is Wednesday, September the 8th, a couple of weeks away. Everything is free, the health screenings, the COVID-19 vaccines, and education. And, of course, to make it all fun, they'll have some giveaways and door prizes there as well. They hope that you will join them. It's brought to you by a whole bunch of organizations, UK's Center for Excellence in Rural Health, the Kentucky Home Place Organization, Appalachian Strong, Appalachian Community Health Days, September the 8th at the Lakefront Church of God. Calendar announcements like these, well, this is how you get them on the show. A reminder of services to be held for Harry Powers of Sagersville, who passed away earlier this week. Services to be held tomorrow at 1, survived by his wife, Opal. Burial will follow at the Highlands Memorial Park. The funeral home, the McGoffin County Funeral Home, will welcome friends for services this evening up until 9 o'clock. Another reminder of services to be held tomorrow at 3 for James Lee Dockery, 62 of Johnson Fork, who passed away this Monday, survived by his companion of 22 years, Lisa Koch, sons Daniel and Zachary, and a number of other family and friends. Funeral services tomorrow at 3 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation will start tomorrow at noon prior to services. 58-year-old Dinah Blanton Puckett of Sagersville, who passed away on Saturday, will be laid to rest following services that begin in her honor this Sunday at 1 at the Holiness House of Prayer. Friends can call on the church this evening and all day tomorrow for visitation as well. She's survived by her husband James, daughters Jamie and Joni Puckett, Mary Grace Blanton, her sister, her other sister Marlene Workman, and 2 grandsons. And lastly tonight, arrangements are still being made at this hour for 77-year-old Phyllis Dora Cole of Southeast Licking River Road, who passed away Wednesday. Arrangements to be announced soon by the McGoffin County Funeral Home.
Summer is here, and the 12 mini deal just got even hotter. The iPhone 12 mini is now $1 penny with a 2-year contract. Visit an Appalachian Wireless retail location or go to AppalachianWireless.com to view this amazing deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. Summer is here, and the deal on the iPhone 12 mini just got even hotter at Appalachian Wireless. The iPhone 12 mini comes with massive features and is the perfect pocket size. Best of all, Appalachian Wireless is offering the iPhone 12 mini for just $1 with a 2-year contract. Good things do come in small packages, and it's the iPhone 12 mini on the region's best network. But don't wait. This deal won't last long. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
COVID might have stopped the music again, but don't let it stop the services and support our local organizations provide the community by supporting them. Go to bgcf.givingfuel.com/Community Day right now or before September the 9th and donate to get them the $35,000 in matching funds. And be sure and look for all the raffles and fundraisers that are going on right now by all the groups: McGoffin County Senior Citizens, McGoffin County Christians Care, Sayersville Kiwanis, Miss McGoffin Scholarship Organization, the District 3 Volunteer Fire Department, North McGoffin, Middle Fork, Salyersville, and Bloomington Fire Departments, the McGoffin County Rescue Squad, our DAV, South McGoffin Community Activists, South McGoffin Fire Department, McGoffin County Youth Baseball and Softball, Kentucky Mission Bible Training Center, and the McGoffin County Rainbow Girls. And be sure to see any of those groups or the Sayersville National Bank and buy that $10 ticket that will win someone this car. Please, let's all support these groups who have always supported us. bgcf.givingfuel.com/Community Day to donate. Stop in JJ's Burgers and Beer for the weekend specials like 10 boneless buffalo wings and an 18-inch pizza, any toppings, for $14.99. Stop by any day of the week and get any 16-inch pizza for $9.99 and any 18-inch pizza for only $11.99. They've got a different sandwich or soup special every day of the week, big gourmet class hamburger combos, and your favorite domestic beer, $2.49 a bottle or $7.99 by the bucket. JJ's Burgers and Beer at Speedy's in Sayersville.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
Following Johnson County man is out of the hospital after being struck by gunfire in response to him firing up on a Johnson County sheriff's deputy, which was grazed and fortunately spared in the incident. The sheriff's deputy was able to return home, as I told you in an earlier report. The suspect, however, has now been taken from the hospital to the Big Sandy.
33-year-old Paul Wesley Tipton of Sitka is now jailed on a charge of fleeing and evading police in the first degree and assault of a police officer in the third degree. This goes back to the 17th day of this month when, as I told you, in speaking with Johnson County Sheriff Doug Saylor, that he failed to stop for a traffic violation and then led authorities on a police chase that ended up in Lawrence County. It was at the end of that chase that he fired a weapon at least one time, striking Johnson County Sheriff's Deputy Dennis Hutchison, grazing him across the forehead. Officers returned fire. Tipton was struck and was taken to the hospital, but has again since been released. Now placed in the Big Sandy jail while the incident and the shooting remains under investigation by the Johnson County Sheriff's Department and the Kentucky State Police. Now, you saw the light rain over my shoulder a few moments ago. That's all we've seen in the downtown Sayersville area. Some folks have, I've heard a little thunder, but some folks have actually seen some thunderstorms. We've really only got about a 10% chance of those continuing for the next couple of hours or so. Otherwise, we'll see partly cloudy skies tonight and a low of about 68 degrees and a very slight chance of some showers and storms tomorrow. Again, 10%. So tomorrow, your Saturday, we'll look for some patchy fog in the AM, mostly sunny and hot. It will be 90, but feel like 96. That's where we're going to be again. And a very slight chance of showers and storms tomorrow. Close to the same on your Sunday, close to 90 at 89. Nighttime lows again right at 70. A lot of sunshine Sunday and an increased 30% chance of showers and storms whenever we get into the heat of the day, around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You know the drill. And Monday, we'll come back to work with 88 degrees, but more clouds than not. I think actually I'm going to go with partly sunny instead of mostly cloudy, although we do have a 50% chance of showers and storms in your updated forecast for Monday. We'll call it partly sunny and a 50% chance. While the rest of your week, we take a dip, a good one, down to 81 on Tuesday as the front rolls through. Partly sunny, a good chance of showers and storms, maybe some heavy rain Tuesday and into your Wednesday. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Low 80s Tuesday, upper 70s on your Wednesday, and a slow recovery thereafter. Still not getting out of maybe 80, 81, 82 by the end of next week. So definitely some changes in store. And again, that heavy rain threat for around Tuesday or so is right now the most significant thing that we'll have to keep our eye on, as well as the storm threat associated with it, as we see some changes again coming our way.
And that will essentially wrap it up for this evening. I hope your weekend goes well. Thank you for being a part of the program tonight and every night, and hope to see you back here on Monday. Good night. Thanks for watching again.